going to be looking out at that for now. Already Krytox, a couple of warning shots fired in the direction of winz, but he's able to shake that off for the most part now that the Winston's already got him. NoxXx trying to get his hands a little bit dirty, and soon is up on that high ground. AKM, the first kill. Krytox is felled.
Interesting, interesting. Still getting in the damage, still getting in the kills. NoxXx going to be claiming a second one for his team. Davin going to be doing his hardest to just try and contest it to a certain degree, but uNKOE is going to be putting a quick end to that with one quick orb to the cranium.
It's pretty cut and dry, Bishop. As we said there. I mean, obviously started Rogue, obviously make the dive upward towards the top right-hand side there. Does that feel pretty standard for you?
Going to be popping off that Dragon Blade, looking for an opportunity. NoxXx is there to help him out as well, putting in the damage currently into iuKeEe, but not finding too many kills here, Uber.
Yeah, I mean, AKM now coming in after the fact with attack visor. That's really quite nasty as well. Especially, I think Luki's bubble was mostly used up that soon. He gets back to the fight and he makes a bit of a splash. The force bomb claims Luki, and destro is not far behind. And for those watching at home, there's a good chance that the perceived skill gulf between these two teams will start to exacerbate. It'll start to show itself. You know, we really need to see Cyclowns actually start putting some pressure on Rogue, but they're so well drilled in this composition. They played it. They even played it to their own, I guess, detriment, you know, in Korea, where they sort of chose not to adapt or change. But here it might work out. Okay, Luki wants to try and work up the back, but they already got the checkpoint here, so all these ultimates are actually committed. Get this fight started. The problem is that it's traded back. uNKOE pops there as well. And Rogue don't really seem to be wanting to go anywhere at all. The confidence is there. The pulse bomb also is. And NiCO, after the dash comes through, the Dragon Blade to follow. Crusade is down. It's going to be AKM connecting pretty comfortably on towards Davin, and now they might just shut the door in the face of the Cyclowns. Absolutely.
Look at this forward aggression coming out by Rogue. The cart is moving in. It's one last attempt by Cyclowns, but it just cannot get onto the point in time. Rogue are going to take the first round of Numbani, at least in an incredibly rapid forward towards this, Bishop, or?
You know, you mostly see teams run Zenyatta on offense, but going for the Ana, I guess they're looking for a strong soldier player here with a nanovisor, possibly.
I mean, you can facilitate, of course, those fight-breaking ultimate situations, even with a nano blade as well, you know, from an engine. You can sort of to try and break deadlocks in that situation when you bring Ana in, but maybe she doesn't have that consistent healing that she otherwise would. But this is not bad. Davin and Luki going straight on in here now. Who's on the payload is actually soon just trying to stall this one out, and he's been pretty hard to hit and kill. But the Cyclowns have taken this point, and this is going to be a little bit annoying. This will not rub Rogue up well, conceding this first point.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Concerned about specific targets to focus as that defending side?
More than target focus, it'd be just focusing on stalling, I guess. And Soon did a great example of that by just sitting on payload, even though he did die. So Rogue will most likely be losing here, but the important thing is that they put in 2 fights and essentially force Cyclowns to burn a lot of their ultimates, allowing them to have a lot of time to stabilize.
So they've already drained the time bank.
Genji ult right there, but it seems like they'll be able to follow through here, looking to close out this match possibly.
This would be unbelievable if actually did that.
This is going to be ridiculous.
As well. Sound barrier's on, Transcend's going to come over the payload in this fight. You can see over the top, Luki just trying to benefit from a little bit of that healing, this safe haven that Zenyatta provides. You better believe it, destro getting aggressive.
Oh my God.
Cyclowns get it done. Now, we talked about a defensive dive comp being one that's kind of based.
Bank. Currently suited more towards Rogue's style, but AKM going to be jumped on a little bit, forced off onto the low ground for now. Cyclowns looking for an opportunity to work their magic. Davin is going to be collecting the first kill.
2, in fact, as well. Soon was very close behind him as well. Look, it's well known in the European scene that Davin is a monster on play, but NiCO's purple and he's put to sleep as well. Completely trashed by Pops.
Wow.
And that's not good for Rogue at all. I mean, I spoke to AKM earlier on saying they're tired, but you cannot, this is not a thing. This can't be a thing.
This is nuts.
Nanoblade, but here comes the fight.
And the sound barrier is still there as well, most importantly. Let's see if it actually works for them. It allows destro and Krytox to open the fight as well. If Rogue loses another checkpoint here, this will be absolutely devastating for them. They need to do something about it, but it's going to be an overtime soon. It's this admirable effort that comes through, but Davin seems to be just a bit better. NoxXx is going to go down Crusade with a boot back on NiCO, and yep, you better believe it. It's 5 checkpoints for Cyclowns, and Rogue have slipped. They have lost their way. They need to find their way back to the light.
Davin is popping off. This man is on a mission. He's on a mission to dethrone Rogue. If they win even one map here, that's going to throw the entire groups into disarray here. NiP will need to come out on top in their day 3 group game if this happens. And Cyclowns could potentially, if they follow up on this map win, take the 3rd seed away from them. And here comes the initiation from Rogue. They're moving into the back. Destro collects winz. Still the overtime ticking over. They need to make sure they don't step away from this cart. Trying to find a bit of damage. Davin just making sure not to stray too far away from the rest of his team. NoxXx moving into the back now. Going to be using that Primal Rage just to avoid and try and move them around the map, away from the car potentially. Still Davin so close to this pulse bomb, just trying to be onto the back of Soon. It's going to be NiCO moving in with the Dragon Blade. He's picked up 3 kills, the overtime ticking down. Davin the last man standing, still keeping the overtime going to the best of his ability, but really, too little too late.
What is this? Rogue, to be fair, eventually hold back there as well, but bear in mind, Cyclowns had like 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
5 attempts not quite happening just yet. Rogue like to play this quite patiently. There we go. Crusade was waiting for it. Gets the boop onto Nox. Completely spinning things out of control for them as it stands. The positioning right now from Cyclowns is absolutely excellent. No one's taking any casualties. Going to be dropping to the low ground to a degree, trading a kill here and there, but they're going to be able to find even more. Soon's in a bit of trouble, forced to play around the corner. Uses the recall in the end, but no, the kills will be falling to the side of Rogue in the end.
I mean, it was a nice move to start the fight off there. Crusade obviously, moving Nox aside. It doesn't really hurt him in the grand scheme of things. He wants to harass him on that high ground there as well. And eventually, it was players like Soon really doing a lot of the work there. Nox
Available for destro. They can store this for a little bit while longer. iuKeEe has to force his way back. Bio Grenade going to be keeping him healed up, but Soon just popping up with the damage, puts in the work. uNKOE following up as well. Destro's still holding on to the self-destruct, so potentially able to stall it, but he doesn't opt to use it to refresh the mech, and he will be just falling and conceding the point.
I mean, it might make this feel that he wants to stay out of that Diva right now as well, but Rogue are close. They've got 34 seconds here, so this might placed correctly. This could be absolutely devastating. It comes in. It's in the underpass. It's fine. Okay, just 1 kill for now. We'll have to see what more will come of it. uNKOE gets the pick on Crusade. NiCO with the Dragon Blade. That's important. 2 kills. He finds Krytox and Pox. And now Rogue should be able to press forward a little bit more. Transcendence used by uNKOE as well, just to ensure this one, to make sure Davin can't pick one off. Yes, they're in overtime, but the yellow square victory is right there, and Rogue had a scare.
They did indeed.
Maybe enjoy the atmosphere as well.
Possibly, but if the team's more calm and collected because they've been so successful, then that's another story.
Okay, no, you're exactly right. That's a decent point. Well, Rogue have moved forward towards the point to start things off, Brennan. Looks like Cyclowns are waiting for something before they want to go in.
Indeed, they're playing this dive composition quite passively for now. Going to be trading a kill. Both the Zenyatta's falling in the midst of it. Still, I'm going to be finding a few more as well. Krytox is in the back lines right now for Cyclowns, and the point has not gone to either side as it stands. iuKeEe's going to be trying to search for the kill onto NiCO. NiCO's so weak. Davin finding a kill. He finds another one onto Soon. NiCO is in the back line, still waiting, trying to pick up that large health pack, but this fight has gone the way of Cyclowns.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, Davin, is incredibly good on this trace.
Away from a sound barrier. This is looking beautiful for Rogue.
Krytox in position though. The Dragon Blade to come out here as well. He's found AKM very quickly. In fact, this looks like it's a mutual Dragon Blade. NiCO trying to outdo his opposite number on the other side of the map. He's found Crusade. Both Genjis only get their 1 kill, so it's a 5v5. And Destro now going to turn the tactical visor on. He may have a big opportunity here, but he's landed on NiCO. The dive. What a great response from Rogue there. They found the tac visor player and then threw a Winston and a Genji at him. Burst him down immediately. Now we're in overtime. No one really from Cyclowns except Crusade to throw himself at the point. He's going to run out of puff. He's going to run out of time as well, as he is going to be forced away. And Krytox, not much can be done here to try and stall things out a little bit more. AKM with a quick double. Tac visor as well, just to secure this one out. You definitely expect to see that one here overtime. It's going to tick down, and Rogue are going to take this first round away. The target's only just realized he's been discorded. He's actually going to be the target, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of hard to actually have some time to respond to that at all. Rogue apparently are quite good at it. I mean, Switch was saying that Movistar were trying to do it themselves, but actually struggling to make it work, struggling to actually mechanically put that to practice. But you can see here as well, 2 crucial targets being picked off for Cyclowns. Let's keep an eye on the positioning as well for Cyclowns.
But essentially just the zoning from the pulse one is going to find a kill for NiCO. AKM using the tactical visor just to clear them off the point. The overtime ticking down. iuKeEe pops down the bubble, tries to buy a bit of time for him. Davin's also just waiting for the entry. He's got a pulse bomb on him, but he's on about half HP. Unleashes it, picks up the kill onto Nox. This could be turning it around. iuKeEe's still putting in work, but he's so weak. Will end up falling, but has he bought enough time for the team? The overtime ticking down. Davin's still there in the fight, but NiCO with the swift strike will put an end to it once again.
Yeah, I mean, stall's going to be a tough one here. You can see Crusade is put down. Pox won't even get to the point, and that is going to be the second round. That was really weird, though. That destro. Now, are they expecting a Pharah? I mean, is there any reason why you see both these teams all of a sudden go towards the Diva inhibition?
Pharah is definitely a big factor into choosing Diva on Garden, particularly because Pharah has an exceptionally high pick rate. However, Diva also great on this map because you can turtle on point with Matrix and usually cover and peel for 2 or more people at the same time.
Quite close.
A few minutes at least to sort of allow that percentage for Cyclowns to tick up, but they don't need to worry about it. 3 men are up right now for Cyclowns. Make that 2. Davin is cut down. Rogue's stand on the point. They'll be flipping it back in just a moment here. But the problem is Cyclowns don't have the people, the personnel here to start their own stall. They can't stall this back in their own favor. They lost the fight too handily, and still they're going to try and get at least on towards this overtime. The odds of them flipping it back in their favor are so low. Now it's going to tick down. Now it's done, and Rogue will have the second map in this 4-map series. Ultimately, it looked pretty comfortable for them on Lijang Tower.
Comfortable, but not a forward. I think he'll be able to find an opportunity. NiCO's quite weak, but he is getting healed up.
Yeah, okay, so AKM gets desuited. He's on the Diva here as well. We didn't even really get to sort of mention that this is a bit of a different looking composition. winz drops down now as well, and that's not worked out well for Rogue at all. They play soon, obviously on the Sombra, uNKOE on the Tracer, AKM on the Diva. Is that too aggressive from Rogue in your opinion, Bishop? I mean, they wanted to hack the front Mega to obviously deny that, but do they really need to stand so far forward?
Well, the best I can get out of this is that Rogue was essentially just looking to stall first point as much as they could, giving it up as soon as they picked Sombra. But here they come in again, going for a contest, trying to take the point back.
Had the EMP for this fight.
Yes.
That's huge. I mean, I guess when they fought so far forward, they can actually respawn and get to the point in time. Usually, you don't have that opportunity. If you don't.
Even if they do end up falling in the fight, they've got so much mobility across the board. But now we're going to see an initiation moving in again. Sound barrier used here by Cyclowns, along with the Tranquility. So both support ults utilized. I think I was just on for one of NiCO's Dragon Blade. Didn't really have anything else to follow it up. Rogue are falling, however, slowly but surely, dropping like flies onto this point. winz does have a sound barrier, but I think he's pretty much just entering the fight a little bit late. Might just opt to just hold it onto the second point, as this is pretty much going to be going away as Cyclowns.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty interesting, you know, sort of jump down there by NiCO as well. I think he was about 50 HP, and I think he dived directly into Luki's test of cannon on that Winston there as well. So that's questionable, and that's a stagger as well. That's really not good at all. Cyclones now pushing even further forward. uNKOE and NiCO going down. This could be disastrous, Bren.
This is looking very big indeed. Pulse Bomb is committed. It's going to be the self-destruct coming out there from Mr. NiCO. He tries to basically stall him off to the point. Now Krytox's turn to whip out his own sword, see if he can get any kills with it. Does find one onto Soon. Goes for the second one. They are actually, this is ridiculous. NiCO, last man standing for the team. Respawn is coming up. AKM in a desperation play is switching to the Diva. But is it too little, too late? It is. My goodness, Cyclowns, that is unbelievable.
The look on KnOxXx's face right now would turn you to stone. He is...
Cyclowns just happy to play quite passive for now. Work around the defense matrix, keep the supports nice and chipper. KnOxXx has found the entry, and that could be brilliant for them.
That's where it all starts now as well. Soon on towards Luki. Rogue able to set themselves up here with pretty confident positioning. It didn't take too long for them to be able to break through there. It's a bit of a token attempt on Pox to try and get a hack on towards Soon, but it's not going to be happening. There's too much pressure coming down, and Rogue pretty consistent. They find their pictures, they make their way through here. They didn't really have to reinvent the wheel to take that point. And again, Soon now is trying to do what Cyclones have done to him.
And Pox needs to be quick on the ball, quick on the mark to hack up those mega health packs. Make sure that they're denied from Rogue. That'll give him a decent...
Now, whoever actually has control of that, controls so much of this, especially with their flankers that rely on those health packs. But AKM starts off well. Davin goes down, and Pox is going to fall to uNKOE here as well. You can see their position off towards the side. They even haven't made their way on towards the point. A lot of this damage is being mitigated by NiCO, who's using that defense matrix to cover up most of the gap. And this is allowing Rogue to advance without taking too much damage. Now they're fighting their targets. It's easy to focus fire when they're all so close together. They've used the sound barrier here a little bit late in the fight, which I find a little bit confusing. However, it's going to get them through regardless, and they haven't lost a player yet.
Yeah, still actually haven't claimed a tick. It's now going to be working towards their favor a little bit. Self-destructed, claim a kill onto Crusade, trying to basically stagger it out for as long as they possibly can. Here comes Mr. iuKeEe, pops off the Primal Rage. Going to be putting in a lot of work to stagger this out. Still not even a second tick on the board for Rogue in these final moments of this game, but Soon is popping off for his team. He's clutching it where it counts. They're still straggling onto these players here and there. Don't actually managing to get off the sound barrier there from Crusade. And here we are, the Dragon Blade's going to be used in the final moments here by Mr. Who was that? Indeed, Krytox into the final moments. Didn't get anything from it as he was taken down almost immediately. Still, the stagger is coming out in full force.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you'd expect. I think this is like bare minimum of defensive stagger, right? I think Rogue are also okay with this as well. The fact that they got swept aside so quickly, I mean, they should know that they're going to be running into this kind of play here, and they're sort of ready to carry it out. They've actually lost winz there just recently, so that could be quite nasty. The EMP comes out there as well.
That was another MP. This could potentially turn it. That's actually massive for them. Right now, there's going to be no abilities on the board here for Rogue. AKM does get the DMech in order, but the players are respawning for Cyclowns. They're actually going to be managing to defend this. What in God's name
I saw you react
happened?
to that as well. Frustration, do you think, showing a bit?
I can see it. I can feel it.
I think maybe we can too. It's almost palpable. Bishop soon back on the point. He's actually just set himself straight up on that one now as well. Might try and chase after Pox, who's benefiting from a little bit of healing right now as well, but his Translocator put him right into NoxX's jaws there. I mean, it's pretty predictable. You know where the Sombra Translocator is mostly going to be in these fights, and NoxX gets himself two pretty comfortable kills.
If they wait too long, though, Pox is going to be coming in with the EMP any minute now. Still carrying up. The Dragon Blade's going to be coming in, and a sliver of the... I don't know, believe it. The tick's coming out. Pox moves in with the EMP, but there we go. That'll be it.
Finally.
Rogue finally get the second checkpoint.
EMP is nice. It's quite an effective ability. It's actually important in Overwatch now because it's kind of easy to do is the way the game is. But soon opens up well. He's found Crusade there, so he goes very, very deep. He's found both supports. So soon as just, again, you should be losing this fight now if you're Rogue. You've done everything. You've killed both supports. You should be getting a medal and a laurel put around your neck for what you've done there. And it will be a clean-up pretty comfortably for Rogue.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with that one. It's a clean sweep for this first point. Understandably, it's one of the easiest points to just lose. This first point of Anubis, Tix will be coming over. iuKeEe did a decent job stalling towards the tail end of that fight, and he has bought Cyclowns some time. So, as you can see, Pox, again, he's moved over to that one Sombra role, and he's taken control of the Mega Health Pack underneath the bridge again.
Did go through a fair few of them as well. So Krytox has a Dragon Blade though. This can really stump Rogue. We'll see it's going to come out right now as well. You can see Soon's trying to keep a respectful distance. He knows this is going to be brutal, but AK came out. Going to fall down. Krytox is running a riot. Soon is also going to drop, but it's just nothing you can do about it. It is, as you say, Bren, slice and dice all the way to the butcher, and Rogue going to be put underground. There's no way they're taking this point back.
I do not believe it.
And diced.
Slice and dice.
They're done.
That is unreal. Oh my goodness, that is one of the last. Aggressive hold by Rogue. It's really working in their favor right now. Cyclowns are biting back. They have collected the kill onto winz. Can they claim any more?
I mean, NiCO's been able to stay free of sort of scrutinization for the last 20 or 30 seconds, but now his time may be coming, and Krytox shuts him down. EMP as well. That's a defensive one from Rogue here. Destro sleeping on the point, and there's not a whole lot that can be done for Luki to jump away. I believe he was hacked at the time, so now I think he can respond to that. But we didn't see Cyclowns stop for a moment here, but they come back in. They disengage off the back of the EMP that was used against him, and now they come in again.
They're trying to play around that health pack in the tunnel side area. Cyclowns, however, are claiming the kills one after the other. Just a kill for you to red, just filling up the screen, and it will be the first checkpoint, so they are on even footing with Rogue as it stands. They've got a hell of a lot of time to work with as well. Almost 5 minutes to get a single tick, but they are up against...
Team can actually start an initiation.
Cyclowns kind of initiate off the back of that then.
Yeah. Oh, whereas Cyclowns has been waiting. But here we go into another fight.
Oh, Krytox, that win condition you were talking about, Bishop, that might be just around the corner. Krytox with 2. It's 4 kills in total. 2 players left up for Rogue on this point. NiCO gets desuited. This is bad.
This is big.
NoxXx is trying to stay alive now. It's going to be the sound barrier for Cyclowns. It's going to keep them hanging around for a little bit longer. They just need it. Cyclowns take the map away from Rogue. The Frenchmen are flagging.
Oh my
They're quiet,
goodness.
They're tired, and they give a map away to the upstart team. The team that was thrown together at the last minute, essentially. Coach coming into play, Tank, bringing a player.
Switch to Diva more likely, but yeah, in this case, Rogue are going to be leading the initiation in. That is disgusting damage, and they find 2 kills off the back of it. NoxXx just happy to just run them down with the Tesla cannon, and already this cart is getting a ton of momentum.
Pox is a mad right clicker, man. You see him coming down like crane style, man. You know he's just let go like a bunch of balls at someone. That was really nice from him as well, but what a nice dive from Rogue. I mean, you can definitely get a sense of the fluidity for them on this map. They kind of know where they need to go, what they need to do. They work the way
and getting cut off.
Seems to be a struggle for them so far. NiCO finding Crusade and Pox falling down now as well. It's possible that Cyclone may have used everything they had left in the tank, and that's all there is. There wasn't any more, as the old adage goes. It's going to be winz now dropping back down on towards the point. It's Luki, of course, but there's not much to be done, and that second checkpoint does come up very quickly. If you're a defending team, and this is going to be a struggle, no doubt about it, and they've got no choice but now to come and stand and deliver. And NiCO doesn't care about your semi-laser, semi-opaque door. He's going to stick his butter knife through it and find Pox anyway. Krytox is trying to reciprocate. He's found 2 kills. One with a shuriken headshot, the other one with a swift strike straight through AKM when he was on that payload here. But now soon starting to stretch his legs a bit more. Crusade was hiding by the payload, trying to keep it stored, and it was admirable. It was actually gave time now for this Diva to get back on towards the point, so Destro can at least get there. Pox found soon as well, just going straight for the non-scoped in mouse 1. Now the body grenade being thrown at the feet of Destro. It's not quite enough. He needs to take a breather inside the spawn and come back out. Attack visor for AKM. What's he going to get? Luki wants to get in his way, wants to get in his face, get up in his grill and stop him from doing that damage. And he essentially did, but Davin was still left out in the open once AKM had dealt with his monkey-sized problem.
Rogue is still in a very comfortable position right now, pushing into the tail end. As you can see, 4 minutes on the clock, and they secure the ending of Gibraltar. Honestly, beautiful stuff. You can't fault the opportunity. So attack visor on Destro, rotating the support ults nicely from Cyclowns right now. It's going to be the primal rage now used by KnOxXx himself, trying to basically delay this point for as long as they possibly can. Tactical visor by Destro putting tons of damage into the fight. KnOxXx just trying to leap away and get away from it. winz is doing an outstanding job, to be honest, decaying up this point for as long as he possibly can. Good pulse bomb onto KnOxXx, the pulse bomb, or soundbar I should say, saving his life to the tail end here. But right now, Rogue, the respawns are coming. This is potential for a retake.
Yeah, and you can see a bit of stall here goes a long way. They know they've essentially lost the points, so they can, you know, as long as they can get their teammates inside the shuttle properly here, you see that's what the trace is for. A couple extra seconds, get everyone out of spawn and going, and get the job done. I claim credit for it anyway. So there could be a nanoblade here as well for Pox. This could be pretty nasty. Krytox going forward. He needs to go big. We need to see this guy do big things, but no, he's put to sleep. A chance to come forward. He reflects a vital grenade back at AKM. Oh, Lord, uNKOE just looks his killer in his eyes, begs for mercy. There will be none, not this day. Krytox descends like an evil version of Batman. He's not having any of it. A little bit of an exchange there between two friends, but again, it is going to be Cyclowns getting some progress here. They make it just in time. A minute 33 on the clock, and it's getting tight. Same thing for Cyclowns, really.
Goodness.
Davin being sleepy is really bad. They've got 22 seconds. Let's return to that question in just a second now, Brent. This might get pretty nasty for Cyclowns.
They're trying their hardest, really, to just pull out all the stops. A lot of ultimates across the board for Cyclowns, using the sound barrier to try and keep this fight going for as long as humanly possible. Destro with the tactical visor will be putting in work. He's got a nano
5 seconds
slapped on for good measure. Still the time ticking down into the final moments. Cyclowns look like they are going to be able to take the point of the card for now. But is it going to be good enough? The overtime ticking down now, Uber.
Yeah, I mean, the very fact if they can finish this map should be a blessing for them at the moment. It's been a tough one for him, but Rogue now again, full reset, try and come back in his 6, but maybe from different angles. AKM's the first to show himself, maybe overextended a little bit there, comes out on his own, has to run back away into his, I guess, his little hole and try and stay alive. That's a big slick though, that's a statement made by uNKOE straight to Krytox. He says, I hope you enjoyed your warm milk and honey, my friend, that's all you're getting from me. Now over on the payload, Davin trying to do a bit of work, but he's been gunned down by a lot of these Rogue players. We're going to see the pulse bomb drop down, and it's all Rogue kills. It's overtime. Davin stayed alive for a lot longer than he should have, but that's going to be it. The headsets are off. Okay, uNKOE, this time you can take